Hi, everyone. I'm Gary,
And I'm Sabra.
and we just wanted to share our thoughts with you today about a cruise that we just returned from. We're actually sitting in a hotel room in Munich, Germany, and the mountains behind us are part of the Bavarian Alps. And we wanted to talk about scenic river cruises. We just got off the Scenic Crystal this morning, which we sailed from Budapest, Hungary, to Regensburg, Germany, and then we took a bus from Regensburg here to Munich. Interesting enough, this cruise was probably the most all-inclusive cruise that we've taken on any of the rivers, and I'll let Saber talk more about that.
Oh, okay. So, a couple things that we wanted to point out. First off, one of my favorite things that I've not seen on any of the river cruises before was a salt room. So, if you're familiar with the benefits of being in a salt room, the Himalayan salt rooms, this was free for everyone to use. There were 3 beds, and you just go in if it's open and just sit and relax for about 30 minutes and get the benefits of sitting in the salt room. So that's a very nice perk. The other thing that we have found that's very different from a lot of the river cruises is, like Gary mentioned, the all-inclusive aspect of it. So some of the things that are included are all your gratuities. So, and this isn't just your on the ship gratuities, this is also your tour gratuities, because your shore excursions are also included. And typically on a river cruise or any other cruise, when you're on a trip, shore excursion, once you're done, you got to tip your driver, tip your guide. Well, with a Scenic, that is already all included. So it's amazing, especially when you're in another country, you're not rifling through your pockets looking for a couple euros or whatever to give to the guide.
And another thing, all-inclusive, and this is the first time I've seen this on a river cruise, is an alcohol package. And I'm not just talking, most river cruises, it's beer and wine with lunch and dinner. And with this one, it's all your premium alcohols all day long, 24/7. As long as the bar is open, there's alcohol waiting for you. So that is a really nice perk. And I know I like my single malt scotches and things like that, so it really is a nice perk. And another thing that I will say, and I've never seen this either on a river cruise, is they allow you at least a 7-day cruise, 1 kilo of laundry, valet laundry free. So they're going to wash it for you, fold it for you, hang it up for you, and press it for you if you need 1 kilo, which is they give you a laundry bag. It's about a half a bag.
Yeah.
But
about 2.2 pounds or something.
Yeah,
like
2.2 pounds. And that was really, really nice because that got us through the cruise without having to think about paying for or any extra money out for laundry.
Yeah. And to go back to the drink package, it included everything. I will say there were a few things that high ends that there was an additional charge for if you wanted them. But even at breakfast, they offered champagne, so you could have the champagne or mimosas. So it was like literally all day long. If you wanted to drink, it was there. And also in our rooms, in all the rooms, they have a stocked mini bar that they refresh every night. So if you want, they had alcohol, they had other drinks in there as well, and they even had a few snacks. If you use those, they will restock those every night.
And every night while you're at dinner, they come in and they restock it for you.
Yeah, so that's really nice. Talked about the excursions. There are several choices every day too. So this also separates the Scenic from a few other cruise lines that maybe they will only offer one. They got others, but the free one is this one, and if you don't like that one, then you've got to pay. Well, with Scenic, all their choices were included. I don't think there were even any options to pay for any additional things.
No.
So it was just everything was included. And again, the gratuities for your tour operators. I mean, it's so simple,
And
10 euros, but man, it's just so nice. When you get off the cruise, you say thank you, that was awesome, and you don't have to tip unless they did an amazing job and you just want to give them.
And some of the excursions did involve purchasing tickets, but they bought the tickets. So we went to a concert. in Vienna and saw a very wonderful band playing classical music from Strauss, and the Blue Danube was the finale. As we were sitting on the Danube, and we went to Schönbrunn Palace, which is pretty expensive from what I understand, but those tickets were covered also. So it is all inclusive. When you think about all inclusivity, this is the cruise that really sticks out.
Yeah. Other things, every cabin had the services of a butler. So the butler is spread,
Yes.
throughout the ship. There's a couple of them. But they help with the laundry. They also offered free pressing of your clothing and shoe shine service if you wanted to use that. So again, that is already included.
And they would bring you a meal in your room too if you wanted to eat
if
in
you
your
want
room.
to eat in your room.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi is included, so we had no issues with the Wi-Fi at all. We're working, obviously, during these cruises. We had no issues with the Wi-Fi. It worked great. And then onboard entertainment, and this is similar to the other river cruises. Several nights during the cruise, they'll bring people on board from the local communities to do their traditional dances or their songs or different things to talk about. They actually had one on this one from the Wachau Valley, if I'm remembering correctly. Came in and talked about the wine and the apricots that they're famous for. And that was a really good talk.
And they brought some of the wine and apricot jam and from their family winery, and they passed it out, and it was absolutely
very
wonderful.
nice.
Yeah,
Very,
it was really cool.
Very good. So overall, we were highly impressed with everything. And again, I think what just really impressed us was the all-inclusiveness. You aren't nickeled and dimed to death. In fact, my loving hubby got a massage for me, and on the ocean cruises they're like trying to sell you products, and then after that then they want you to sign your tip and how much extra you're going to pay them and all this stuff. No, on this it was a price. There was no tip, there was no nothing. It was already included, so the price going in. There was no high pressure sales afterwards. It was just so nice to have everything included.
And I will say the price was about half the price as the ones I've seen on ocean cruises.
Reasonable.
And
Very
so
reasonable.
it was a very, very good experience overall. I would definitely sail on Scenic again. Mm-hmm. And if any one of you out there are curious or want to know more about this, let us know.
Yeah. And I think the max on these ships is 160 people. We had about 120. This was the very first cruise of the season for this ship on the Danube. And so, and it was cold, but we're in March. But other than that, it was lovely. They did a fantastic job, and we would highly recommend. So reach out if you want more information. Oh, and I have to mention, we are wearing both wearing red today because yesterday was our 30th anniversary, and I think we're just starting to think alike. So we didn't even notice what the other was wearing until heading to breakfast this morning. I'm like, oh, you're wearing red too. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll look forward to bringing you our next adventures.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.